there, Gemini. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekend bonus reading. And this one is going to be for Friday, August 15th through Sunday, August 17th. We're just going to go ahead and do a Celtic cross. I looked for a different tarot spread to do, but I didn't find one I liked this time. So we'll just go with the basics. I did not do the days of the week on the 6 I've already done, so I can't very well do them on these 6. But I do the daily energy check-ins every morning. So that's how we'll get through the days of the week this time. I will get it in the next one. Sorry, I just kind of forgot. Okay, this one's for my Geminis. Okay, Gemini. So what is your current situation? What is it we need to talk about with you? What's going on? What are we doing here? So you pull the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's the second person to pull this in this spot. I think maybe Taurus had it here. I'm not sure, but anyways, okay, somebody else had it there. So Wheel of Fortune is the current situation for you. What this means is that the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. However, oftentimes when it's spinning in our favor, it doesn't feel like it, right? It just feels like things aren't going our way. What we have to do is push the lens out some, and so that we can see the bigger picture, because in the long run things are spinning in your favor. Things are going the way they're supposed to. Okay, all right, there you go. That's how that one plays in. So what is the obstacle, or what is the obstacle here to the Wheel of Fortune? And we're getting the Star card. So to have the Star card in this position against the Wheel of Fortune makes me feel like maybe you have gotten to a point where you have either you have a well of hope and faith in the future, or a well of optimism, we'll say, in the future towards a situation that is now being seen as something that's working to your detriment, right? So you have hope and faith in something that should not be there anymore, right? Something is a negative influence in your life, and you continue to pour all this optimism and hope and faith towards it. Okay, that could be one possibility. That's probably the possibility we're dealing with here. So the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, but it's trying to spin in your favor, and instead you are continuing to pour your energy into something that is negatively affecting you, right? That's how I see this, okay? It could be that, I guess on the other hand, it could be that the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, but for some reason you are having a lack of optimism because things don't feel like they're positive to you. Meaning things are happening in your life that you view as negative, even though in reality, in the bigger picture, they're positive, okay? And because of that, you're adapting a negative or a lack of optimism in your future. I hope that made sense. It's one of the two. Let's see what we're going. We'll go from here. What do you need to focus on? Okay, the Knight of Wands. So things in your life seem to be moving at a quicker pace right now, right? There's some sort of fire lit up underneath you. There's something you're trying to attain, something you're trying to push towards, okay? And that's what you have to continue to focus on. So whatever's negatively affecting your current trajectory has something to do with something that's secondary. I feel like the main push right now is something that's going quite positively. You're going forward. Things are good in whatever this respect is, and they want you to continue with that, whatever it is you're fired up about, whatever your inspiration's towards right now. But there's a secondary situation, I feel like, in your deal that is somehow negatively affecting your life. Not the primary, but a secondary. Okay, what do we got? What do you need to leave behind? The Empress. Okay. Whatever your primary goal is right now, whatever it is that you get up every morning and it's put pep in your step and it's making you go forward, okay? For a lot of you, this feels like a job or something attached to finance. That part of your life is going great. Keep going with that. But there is something else in your life that is affecting you negatively, okay? And you keep trying to be maternal and come in and nurture whatever this negative thing is in your life. I really hope this is making sense, but that's what I've got here. There's something else in your life besides this primary thing that's going good, and it is negatively affecting your life, and you keep trying to, I don't know, you're trying to nurture this negative situation. Okay, what is it? What is your strength here, the King of Wands? You have a newfound sense of adventure, okay, and a newfound sense of like like being a leader in a situation. This is work related. This right here with this is work related. Whatever the Empress is dealing with is whatever's negative. Okay, what do we have here? I feel like this isn't making sense, but it is in my head. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles on the other side. So we have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, and these are the two that are bordering whatever this negative thing is that's going on here. There is something here in your life that is a negative influence, okay? Be it a relationship, a friendship, an addiction, I don't know what it is, but there's something in your life, and that is, so the Wheel of Fortune is trying to spin in your favor. There's something else, one thing in your life, it feels like it's monetary, that is going great. Things are picking up, things are working good. But there's this other entity in your life, this other situation, and you're trying desperately to nurture this negative situation. Maybe out of habit. Maybe this is something you're trying to nurture out of habit. What's the advice? It's to look for new love. There's new love coming your way. There's a new opportunity for love coming your way. Do they just want you to nurture this love, hope, and faith? Okay, the Hangman is the atmosphere. You're feeling stuck. I'm telling you, you're feeling stuck when it comes to whatever this negative situation is in your life. But I feel like whatever this is, it's something you have nurtured for so long that it's very hard for you to not continue to nurture this situation. For some of you, it's a relationship. For others of you, this is a friendship. That you know is it's negative. It's no good. But it's like a habit. You're having a hard time cutting the ties to the habit of nurturing this thing. And it's holding back your progress in the other some. Okay. What is your fear? That you're going to stay up in your head and wonder what if forever. It's like you've 98% of you has already cut loose of whatever this is, but it's just a habit, and you're having a hard time kicking the habit of whatever that is. And your fear is that you're never going to be able to kick the habit. You're always going to wonder what if. What is the outcome? The Ten of Wands. You needing to lay down this heavy burden. You're needing to not allow yourself to be burdened by something that isn't going to reinvest in you. Habit or no habit. Okay, what do we have over here? 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and then the Moon. I think this is speaking of the past, you know what I'm saying? There were things that you weren't seeing clearly. You were incredibly conflicted, and you ended up being in a sense of loss and regret. Maybe it's your current, but it's something you're moving past, and it's attached to whatever this part is right here. It is something that you are hanging on to that you have always nurtured, and so you don't know how to just not care anymore or how to cut it loose. But I think you're getting closer all the time. You'll get there, Gemini. You're going to get there. This other part of your life looks like it's going swimmingly. Whatever it's got that gets you out of bed in the morning and gives you pep in your step, which I feel like is a job or some kind of a new goal or hobby that you've got that you're going in the right direction on. Just this thing right here that's bothering you. You're going to be great. That's just this weekend. So no time. I think you're going to put the bad part behind you and just go with the good part. That's what we're looking for, right? Okay. At any rate, I really hope that made sense. Okay. Probably. There you go. It's like riding a roller coaster, right? Okay, y'all. No matter what the cards say, make it the best weekend you possibly can. Okay. There we go. Thanks.